Hi folks, this is a Euro USD short that I took yesterday. I'm just going to show you what happened. This ended up being a break-even trade, but gives you a good idea on how to get set up. I just accidentally got stopped out because I took my stop to break even too quickly. Okay, let's get into it. So on the M15, what I was seeing was that we looked at the dashboard, we had the right number of pips for the movement for the day. It was pretty close. We had 36 pips approximately, so I knew that I had enough volatility to trade. Here's where the main moving average is, and this is the smaller moving average. What I was seeing was a trend line being formed on the 15 minute. If it broke this trend line and broke this actual moving average here, and we got stochastics pointing downwards, good opportunity to enter a trade. So moving on, we got a breach of the trend line, switched over to THV at this stage, and on my M5 first, having a look, M5 rules just about met. The fast tricks crossed the slow tricks, hit zero, but we hadn't breached the trend line. Carrying on, we'd breached the trend line, we were below the cloud, just waiting for it to kind of close below there. We finally got the candle through there, and so all rules met, and we're even just heading below the coral. This is where I entered the trade on this candle. If I press F12 again, we can see just a horizontal bit of yellow there. That's where I entered the trade. We'll just change down to the 1 minute so you can see what happened there. So as you can see on the 1 minute, we've got the same trend line coming up. We come in having a bounce off the trend line, and as we move forward, we can see it broke through the trend line, carrying on, but didn't really do much. The rules weren't set up to trade. Carrying on, and finally we get the bust through the trend line, and this is where I got into the trade. Right on this point, you can see THV rules met, crossover. We're below the we crossed the zero line. The fast tricks crossed the slow tricks. Could have got in probably a minute earlier, but I was watching my analysis chart as well, and so there we are. There's where we got in. Carrying on, the trade developed, and went into some good profit here. And what happened was I had two other trades on at the same time, so I was monitoring them. But if I had got out here, I would have made myself 12 pips right there easily. Carrying on a bit more, and then the next swing down could have made 21 pips at that point, but wasn't following it very closely, and really should have got out at this point. But what actually happened was, at this point here, when we got to here, I was 12 points in profit down here, so I moved my stop to break even. A lot of people do that, and unfortunately what happened was that price came back up, and if you include my spread in here, took out my stop right here. So a bit of a shame really. I could have made 20 pips and taken it out right then, but just got caught up in a couple of other trades that were doing really well at the same time. And if we had stayed in this trade, you can see that if I hadn't been stopped out, I probably would have got out down here somewhere, and we would have made easily 40 pips. So not too unhappy with it, just a break-even trade in the end. Just go back to the analysis chart so you can see how that unfolded. Just popped up some work I'm doing for a customer, but if we look at the analysis chart, what happened was we broke, sorry, that's the wrong one, we'll go back to there. Okay, so we're following the trend line up. We broke, took the trade short, came down, probably should have got out down here, ended up getting stopped out there when I moved my stop to break even. Price continued down, and probably this is the place to have got out, was down here somewhere. And as you can see, price just carried on, and we could have had a really significant good trade if we had gone all the way to here, and that was about 60 pips. So just a bit unfortunate, but break even. But for that particular day, on some other trades I ended up with 70 pips up, so quite pleased in the end. So if you want to learn a little bit more about trading for free and some of the strategies we're using, just come and see us on the forum at Forex Factory. That's the pipware.com forum in the commercial section. It's free. You can also come and see us on my website at pipware.com. Okay, that's Stratman signing off. We'll get another trade out for you very shortly.